How's it going, guys? My name is just 𝗕𝗏𝗢 and welcome to my channel where we try to bring out the potential of every Pokemon available. Today's focus is on the single horn Pokemon Heracross. Today we're utilizing a powerful sub-focus punch set with Salac Berry to boost our speed with Mega Horn and Knockoff as coverage. Let's give it a try. And the battle begins. Good luck, have fun, OD. So they're going to lead off with Primarina. As I led off with my 𝗕𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗡, this is a good opportunity for us, a great lead for us because we can take any hit from this thing, no problem, and we can go for a Miracle. I think I will try and go for a Miracle straight off the bat because it's first turn, we haven't revealed anything. They go for a Hyper Voice, obviously predicting a switch or something, which we wasn't going to do. But they have got the Throat Spray, that's a very, oh, that's nifty, that is, I like that. We're going to reveal the Miracle now though, so they probably won't attack us after this. It does a lot of damage. And now I'm feeling like Flip Turn. I'm going to go for a Flip Turn. They go for an Energy Ball. Oh, it's not going to KO, I don't think. Nope. I could have Miracle to there, but I didn't think they would attack us after seeing the Miracle. But I guess they were very confident that Energy Ball would do more damage than it did. But that's fine. Absolutely fine. So what we can do now is, if we go into Heracross, we'll reveal that we're not Guts. Which means they'll know that we're Moxie, which means they don't want us to get a KO, right? Or is it better to go to Raichu? I think it's better to go Raichu. We'll go Raichu. Raichu baits in the Serena or the Magazone or the Gliscor. And I'm hoping for the Gliscor, personally. I am going to go for a T-Bolt here just to get the KO on the Primarina if we can. They did stay in. They're pretty confident they can live a Thunderbolt, which they can't. And Primarina goes down. So with the Primarina out of the way, we've got a buttload more mons that Raichu can't really touch, basically. Like, Incineroar, we can surf on that. That's about it. They're going to go into Gliscor, which is an interesting choice. So Gliscor comes in nice and shiny. Gotta love it. I am going to go for a Surf here. Now, I might die to an Earthquake. But getting that crucial damage off on the Gliscor is going to be really important. So I'm going to go for the Surf here. Get some damage off on the Gliscor, like so. Does about half, which is awesome. They then go for a Toxic Spikes, and now we're actually in a much better position with Raichu. So, they are Toxic Orb, which is pretty much the standard for all Gliscors, but you never know, they might not have been. Let's go for another Surf, I don't see any reason not to. They go for a Protect, that's fine. Get some health back while they can. And obviously we go for the Surf, which fails to KO. Now, I don't think, which fails to connect, I mean. I don't think Surf will KO now after this Poison Heal. Might do. It might barely KO. So let's go for the Surf now and find out. They withdraw the Gliscor. They're going to probably go into either Serena or Porygon 2, I think. Serena's the one that comes in. Obviously, this thing can take a Surf, no doubt. It might be Assault Vest as well. Assault Vest is a pretty common set for the Serena, but they do take it like an absolute champ. So we're going to have to switch out. I'm leaning towards Frettress so that we can Rapid Spin. That's what I'm leaning towards. So I think I will go into Frettress so we can Rapid Spin. So we'll withdraw Raichu now. If they attack us, it's going to activate our red card, which will force the Serena out, which I'm hoping doesn't bring it into Incineroar. But you never know. They go for a U-turn. Ah, okay, so that's also going to activate the red card, which means they no longer get to choose what they're forced out into, which is great. We stopped the momentum with the U-turn, which is awesome. And they get brought out into Porygon 2, which is actually a really good Pokemon for us to be brought out onto. I know I can live any hit from this thing. They have got Download, though, which boosts their special attack. Ah, could be a problem. We go for a Rapid Spin here every single time, though. Pretty confident we can live any hit. They go for an Ice Beam, which is fine. That's not going to do much damage to us. Doesn't freeze us either, which is great. Rapid Spin comes through, and we get rid of those Toxic Spikes, because that Toxic Spike will probably ruin our chances of doing anything with anything else. Now I'm going to go for a Volt Switch, just on the off chance they switch out, but we do outspeed them this time. I think we're at a speed tie, aren't we? I think we are at a speed tie. So now I'm wondering what to go into. I'm leaning towards 𝗕𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗡. 𝗕𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗡 can definitely take a hit from this thing. We'll also be able to go for a Flip Turn, get a Regenerator, get our health back. They go for a Trick Room. That's a negative priority move, which is why they went last. And it does mean that they now outspeed us, which is unfortunate. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a Miracoat. They go for a Terra Blast. That's the stab move. That's pretty cool. Doesn't do nearly enough damage to KO as we go for a Miracoat. That should do the trick. Oh, barely. Barely lives. Barely lives. We go for a Flip Turn now because they more than likely go for a Recover. They actually go for another Terra Blast, though, which is going to nearly KO us, but not quite does the job. We go for a Flip Turn, get on out of there. And boom, Porygon 2 goes down. So now, what am I leaning towards here? I want to get Heracross in. Heracross does so well against the rest of their team other than the Gliscor. Let's go Dragapult. Dragapult can drop a Draco on pretty much anything on their team. Except the Magnezone, but the Magnezone doesn't want to stay and take a Flamethrower. All-Star comes in. Who's All-Star? The Incineroar comes in. That's fine. They get the Intimidate off. Not really, because we've got Clear Body. And I think we drop a Draco here. It's risky, but they are Choice Scarfed. Ah! We lived on 1 HP, though, and that gets rid of our Eject Pack, so we can't even go... We missed the Draco as well. That is some unfortunate luck right there. So we know their Choice... Oh, no, Trick Room's up. What am I on about? Trick Room's up, not Choice Scarf. They go for a Flare Blitz. That's going to take us out. They had to go for the Flare Blitz because we could have easily switched in something that could take care of this thing, so that's great for them. So, they get some Recoil. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. I say we go Heracross here. I don't think the Gliscor can touch us. I say we go Heracross here. So I'm going to go into Heracross now. We'll scare them out of a close combat, which we don't have. And we'll go for a substitute here. I think that's the way to go about this. They withdraw All-Star? Are they going to go Gliscor? Gliscor makes the most sense. Yeah, Gliscor comes in. That's fine. So Gliscor comes in. Nice and shiny. We go for that substitute just to get it up. That way we get a free attack on anything really, depending on what they would have gone into. They get the Poison Heal, which is unfortunate. And Knockoff isn't really going to help us here, but I'm going to go for the Knockoff anyway, just to get some damage off on the Gliscor. So Knockoff comes through. No damage, which is awesome. We do knock off the Toxicroak, but it's already in effect, so it doesn't really matter. They go for a Stealth Rock. Okay. That's fine. Now, they might think Knockoff's the only move we've got for this, so they might stay in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Forretress, because I know Forretress can go for a Rapid Spin. I know we can live 2 Earthquakes after Stealth Rocks. You know? So we'll go into Alcatraz now. Boom, Forretress comes in. The Stealth Rocks do dig in, which is unfortunate. They go for a Protect, that's fine. They just wanted to scout, see what we had. Poison Heal's going to come through. And now, we go for a Rapid Spin every single time here. They go for an EQ, it's going to bounce right off us. Yeah, it bounces right off us. We go for a Rapid Spin. Boom. Looking good. Looking real good right now. Stealth Rocks are gone. We are looking good. So anyway, we don't want to stay in and take an Earthquake, because Earthquake might KO us from where it's at. They might also go for a... They might go for an Earthquake. They might go for a Stealth Rock again. I say best bet is to go into Landorus or Alomomola. But we definitely don't want to lose Forretress just yet, because it's still a Rapid Spinner, and it can Rapid Spin away the Stealth Rocks if they set them up again. So we'll go into Palindrome now, the Alomomola. I'm expecting a Stealth Rock or an Earthquake. And they do go for the Earthquake, which shouldn't do too much damage. I don't think it KOs us. It doesn't KO us, which is great. But they probably outspeed us because it is a Gliscor after all. In which case, I'm going to go for a Flip Turn just in case. But they do go for the Earthquake, which is going to take us out. So, Alomomola going down is fine. Palindrome going down is fine. And now, this Gliscor is going to be tough to beat. I will say, it's going to be tough to beat. We might have to use our Terra, to be honest with you, on Raichu. I think we do have to use our Terra. The best outcome here is if we can force this thing to Terra Water, or whatever it wants to Terra into. But we definitely Terra ourselves and go for a Surf here every single time. So we're going to Terra real quick into a Terra Flying. This will give us an immunity to the Earthquake that's coming our way. They've probably already seen this come in, and they might go for a Knockoff. Or they've got Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rocks and Protect and then Earthquake. Yeah, so their only attacking move is Earthquake. They can't Toxic us either, so that's wonderful. And they have stayed in to go for a Protect, which is fine. So, they know that they can't touch us. We know that they can't touch us. So what do you do in this situation? Do you go into Serena? Probably, right? But we're Terra Flying. Let's go for a Nasty Plot. They can't touch us. Let's go for a Nasty Plot. Boom. They have stayed in, which is great. If we can get rid of this Gliscor, the Heracross can go hard. Stealth Rocks is fine. That's fine. Stealth Rocks is fine. So, now, we go for a Surf. Nothing on the team wants to take a Surf to the face, especially this Gliscor, as Gliscor does go down to the +2 Surf, which is awesome. So, with Gliscor out of the way, I'm pretty confident Heracross can take on the rest of the team if we can set up correctly. Magnezone comes in, so that is an interesting choice, because we will get a Lightning Rod if they attack us with an Electric Time move. They're probably going to want to go for a Flash Cannon. I think I'm going to sack off Forretress here, because we're not going to have an opportunity to spin anyway, and this will get us a switch in with a Heracross. So withdraw our Raichu. Going into Heracross, like so. Stealth Rocks are going to dig in, which is unfortunate, and then they go for a Miracle. Miracle, that's an interesting choice. And they must be sturdy with Miracle, if I had to guess. So that's going to give us an opportunity to go for a Rapid Spin potentially here. But they do go for a T-Bolt, of course, and that's going to take us out. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Miracle is a really interesting move to have on Magnezone, I will say. Very interesting move. So now, I think our best bet is Heracross, but it looks like they have Sturdy. It looks like they have Sturdy, which is unfortunate. If they're going to go for a Miracle, we need to break that Sturdy. I think Raichu is the best option still. Here, I think we let Raichu go down to a Miracle. I think that's the way we're going to have to go about this. So I'm going to go for a Surf real quick. It's the highest damaging move against the Magnezone. Break that Sturdy like so. They go for it. Oh, they fell for it. No, they forgot about the Lightning Rod. It happens, man. It happens. I do it all the time. I do it all the time. So we go for another Surf at +1. Boom. They now go for a Miracle, which should take us out. Doesn't take us out. We go for another Surf. We're setting up ready to go here right now. Surf comes through. Boom. Another Magnezone down. They go for a Flash Cannon just in case we decided to set up on the Miracle. Fair enough. And that's going to take out Cheese, unfortunately. But Raichu did so well this game. So well. But now it's time for the big guns to come in. It's time for the big guns. Heracross is your time, I believe. So we're going to Heracross now. Stealth Rocks do dig in, which is unfortunate. I'm pretty confident we can take this thing out of a knockoff and get a Moxie boost here. Pretty confident. But I'll try and go for a substitute anyway. They do withdraw the Magnezone. Oh, this is great. This is great. And they go into Serena. Bang in. So Serena is going to come through right now. We get a substitute up, which is awesome. And I'm leaning towards, if they expect a Mega Horn here, they're probably going to Terra. Would they be Terra Fairy? If the Terra Fairy, Focus Punch is our best option. I think Focus Punch KOs anyway. I'm going to go for a Focus Punch, screw it. And they are going to go for, oh, okay. Quick Claw, interesting. And we go for that Focus Punch, which is great. I really thought they were Terra there. Have they already Terra'd? I don't think they have they? I could be completely wrong. Did they Terra the Porygon? No, they didn't. They used Terra Blast, but they didn't Terra the Porygon. They go for a U-turn anyway. Something's going to die to a Focus Punch here, and it's going to be Incineroar most likely, yeah. They want to get that Intimidate off. But unfortunately for them, Intimidate doesn't affect Hercules. We go for that Focus Punch. Boom. And that's a dead Incineroar. That is a dead Incineroar right there, which is awesome. So with Incineroar out of the way, we go for that Focus Punch to KO. We have no drawbacks from it, no defense drops or anything like that. Just pure, unadulterated Focus Punch. Serena comes back in. It outspeeds us, I believe, so the best Pokemon they've got for it. We go for a Mega Horn. We just go for a Mega Horn. They might Terra. If they do, we've still got substitutes. They don't outspeed us. I thought they did outspeed us, but we go for a Focus Punch, a Mega Punch, Mega Horn, Mega Punch. And that is a dead Serena right there, which is unfortunate for them. So Heracross is coming through for us right now, which is awesome. We get another Moxie boost as well. Magnezone comes back in. We know what's going to happen. We got to use all three of our moves. We didn't get to pull off the Salak Berry, but it's fine. Let's go for a knockoff now and take out this Magnezone real quick. There we go. Knockoff comes through. And that is going to be the game. So GGOD. I'm so glad Heracross popped off in that one at the end. I'm glad we got to use all its moves. With Substitute, Focus Punch is so cool to use. I love Focus Punch. They were in Assault Vest Magnezone with Miracle. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. So GG Ultimo D.